So there we go. So now we're going to continue our scan. So there's some beautiful mucosa.
Okay.
It looks nice and healthy. Nice and shiny. And we just have those little bits of irritations right there at that margoplicatus.
Okay.
And we're going to check out the glandular portion of his stomach. We're going to give it a little bit of a rinse.
Thank you. Don't splash me.
Frank says you're welcome. So there's your ulcerations.
Okay.
That's a nice picture of those. Very small, not full thickness, but definitely irritated.
Okay.
And so then we're just going to check out the glandular portion of his stomach. Can you advance me, Lindsay? Thank you.
It's very nice doing this in a nice heated room.
Oh, it
Yeah.
very much
Very
is.
luxurious.
It is. Yes, indeed. He's a good boy. And so we're just scanning the entirety of his stomach. There's a little bit of fluid and feed. Very small amount. That's to be expected. We can see a lot of the glandular portion of his stomach, which is
Yes,
looking
up
really good.
close.
Yes. We're right along that wall there. All right. Can you advance me a little further, Lindsay? Yeah. Perfect.
Are we going into his like hind gut?
Nope. So what we're doing is we're advancing along, and I'll show you I've got a great diagram.
Okay.
But so we're going along the greater curvature of his stomach.
Okay.
And then we're following it along so we can look all the way around. And we're going to go back that way a little bit. All right, and if you could advance me a little further. Thank you. So we go along the wall and we scan. And it is a delay, so that's always fun.
Uh-huh.
Till I goober myself. And the nice thing about his stomach being so empty, so here I'm actually going to go swimming a little bit. Lindsay, can you advance me farther?
I'm going to take your arm right with me.
No, you're fine. Thank you. Right there's good. So as we go swimming, and then we can actually see, oh yes, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. We come back out, and now we're looking at his pylorus. So we're looking at the exit. So we're looking back at the exit of his stomach, because we've come up around, we've kind of come down through the fluid,
Okay.
and then back up.
Easy,
Easy.
bud, boy.
This is, whoa, twitching. And so all of that glandular mucosa looks beautiful,
Okay.
which is great. So now what I'm going to let Lindsay do is I'm going to let Lindsay pull me back out.
And it recorded the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She's going to keep pulling me out. Yep. And coming back through the fluid, because we've gone, what we did was we went up and around. All right, right there's good. All right, keep coming out. And then we'll, oops, so now we're coming back up.
And 8.
Yep, up in just a little bit. Let's go to 1.9. And so that's 1.9 meters.
Okay.
All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the air out. Yep. Because we don't want to leave all that air in his stomach.
Right.
All right, now if you want to pull that. Yep. Thank you. I should go right to that one. And there's a little bit of water that is in the left in the scope. Okay. Good boy. And we just want to remove most of this air because we don't want to leave his stomach all distended.
Right.
I love it when a horse is held off feed right appropriately. So yesterday when we had to reschedule Robert, our day started by going to see a horse that the owner had fed him only 2 flakes of hay the night before.
Right.
But she neglected to mention that she knew that he never finished his hay. So he spent all night eating hay
Yeah.
slowly.
Yeah.
And by the time we got there, he had the most gorgeous hay ball
Oh no. You couldn't see
in
it.
his. We could barely
to this
get.
point.
And it was like esophagus, hay, esophagus, hay. There was nothing to be seen. So he's on a reschedule too. Easy, good boy, good boy. And you can see our walls are starting to get a little less smooth and starting to get a little more wrinkled.
Okay.
And we're just taking some of that air out of there. Good boy. No,
She's probably like, what are you doing to me, lady?
should get a picture of him with the scope up his nose with his happy birthday.
I know, right? Oh my God.
Yeah, I think the clinic Facebook page. Robert's
What we do
getting
to our birthday
scope.
patients.
Happy birthday, Robert. Poor Rob.
I'm so sad.
Almost done, Rob. Robert says, guys, I thought you loved me. We do love you, Robert. But we are going to put you on some Gastrogard there, buddy. They're just small little irritations. You see, there's not a lot.
Okay.
But I think what we're going to do is we're going to put, we're going to put him on a quarter dose of Gastrogard.
Okay.
What I will say is that you can get it over the counter as Ulcergard
Okay.
cheaper than we can buy it
Okay.
as Gastrogard.
Okay.
So we'll start him on a tube, and I'll write everything down for you.
Okay.
But it's going to be cheaper for you to buy it than it
Yeah.
is for us to sell it to you, which is
Okay.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
But that's
interesting.
the way it is. All right, Lindsay, let's start.
And
There we
everything
go.
you read about like the generic stuff.
You don't want
really
it's not the
doesn't matter.
generic, but so what it is